I'd like to call the regular session meeting to order at 7 o'clock. Roll call.
Mayor Romanek?
Here.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Here.
Vice Mayor Suey?
Here.
Commissioner Watson?
Here.
Commissioner Vanello?
Present.
Do we have a pastor in the house for invocation? Ma'am, I forget your name. That's it. Miss Bradham, will you please come up and deliver the invocation, followed by a salute of flag?
Heavenly Father, we just come before you tonight and we give you great praise and thanks for just one more day here on this earth. Father, I pray that you would be with each and every one that's here, Father. I thank you for this great city, Lord, that you have allowed us to be a part of. And Father, I pray for our commissioners tonight, Lord God, as they ponder what is in front of them, Lord, and they make decisions on our behalf. Give them great wisdom and guidance, Lord God, and we give you glory and praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is being conducted in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act of 1975, was advertised, posted, and made available to the public as required by statute. The municipal clerk is directed to include a statement in the minutes of this meeting. Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the agenda?
No, Mayor.
Are there any presentations?
No, Mayor.
Make a motion, we pay the bills.
Second motion.
Motion and a second to pay the bills. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Suey?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Make a motion to approve and dispense with the reading of the following minutes and to proceed with the regular order of business. April 16th, 2024 regular meeting, May 7th, 2024 work session, May 7th, 2024 regular meeting, May 21st, 2024 work session, May 21st, 2024 regular meeting.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second of approval of the minutes. Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Suey?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
Public comment on agenda items only. We have now reached the public comment on agenda items only. Please state your name, address. Please limit your comments to approximately 5 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening. Patricia Kears, 409 Peach Drive. I have a question on 19.1 consent, under consent agenda items. The resolution authorizing the cancellation of expired grant balances. Does that mean we did not use the grants once we got them?
Probably means that we didn't. I have to look at it, but it probably means, I did look at it, but I don't remember what it said. It probably means that we didn't use all of the grant money.
Okay, thank you.
Correct. Whereas the time period of certain grant awards have expired.
So yeah, it means we didn't use it all.
And then my next question is on Resolution 21-4 for the settlement for the Brennan Brothers lawsuit against the city of Millville. What was the extra amount that Brennan wanted originally when the asbestos was found?
First change order was what, 69,000?
69,000.
And we did not give that to them, correct?
We approved it, but they never returned to the job site, and we haven't paid them anything at this point.
But there's a settlement where we're going to give them $100,000 tonight?
Well, they did a lot of work. They demolished half the building.
Okay, so this is for that, not for...
This is only for what they did.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kears.
Thank you, Ms. Kears. Seeing no one else, I will close the public comment on agenda items only. Petitions and letters.
Okay, we have none.
Reports of commissioners. Commissioner Hewitt.
Yes, thank you. A few things I mentioned, and I'll mention it again. We got a few people here now. The water rescue on Union Lake Saturday. It was a stranded fisherman. He got the boat turned into the wind and caught some water, just a little, not even 10-foot boat. took on water, and he was out there a ways. So we were called. Naturally, fire department responded with our water rescue boat, and downtown ship Squad 39 didn't have to be towed, but they were just stopping a drill that they had and were packing up over on Vine Street Bridge, so they responded. So I want to thank them for that, and naturally, our fire department went out and got the man, got him back, and all was good. Some upcoming events. On Monday, July 8th, out front here, we're not renaming High Street and Smith Street. We're putting up memorial signs in remembrance of Officer Chris Reeves. That will be at 1 p.m. Monday, July 8th. PAL fishing is starting on July 11th. First fishing day will be at Corson Park, 9 o'clock in the morning till 12 o'clock in the afternoon. For PAL members, anybody out there has kids that wants to fish, ages 8 to 17, and they're not a PAL member, reach out to the Community Affairs Squad in City Hall and the Police Department. No, actually, they are here in City Hall now. It's free fishing for the kids. We supply the poles and the bait. If there's somebody who wants to fish that is 16 or 17, they must have a New Jersey state fishing license because we fish in fresh water. That will go on for almost the complete summer. Police Youth Week. It's been posted. There are flyers out. This is the week that the kids in Cumberland County go away to Police Week. They don't come home. They leave on a Monday morning. They see their parents again the following Saturday for graduation. That begins August 5th through the 10th. Contact would be Sergeant Reynolds at 825-7010, extension 7345. Officer Sherritts is also involved in this, and it is for ages 13 to 17. This year, because it's always been held at Holly Heights School, this year it will be held at the CC Tech. Anybody interested, feel free to reach out. There's no charge for this, and it's a great program. My grandson went through it 2 years ago. His friends went through it last year. You send them away on Monday morning, they come back a different person on Saturday morning. And that's it, Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Hewitt. Commissioner Watson.
I do have the report from our recycling coordinator. Just wanted to let us know in June there was 18 damaged carts, 10 was missing or stolen that were replaced. Carts to 14 residents that previously did not have them were issued. Residents purchased 8 carts. 92 notices of violations were issued, and 10 tickets were written in June. Again, he wanted me to remind the residents that the county has a new sorting machine for recyclables at the authority. They will now be able to process the recyclables quicker than they previously had. This means that if they find any contaminants or recyclables that are not or non-recyclables in the recycling, they're going to return the collection back to the truck, and they're going to charge it as regular trash. So just please be sure to you're recycling the right things. Some of the items that are not allowed in the recycling carts are plastic bags, shredded paper, pizza boxes, and any other cardboard like for takeout, rigid plastic like laundry baskets, and lawn furniture. You can use your recycling coach app. Has a tool on there, but it is currently down. Still working on getting that up and running. The residents are encouraged to bring clean and dry cardboard and clean and dry plastic film to 416 South 15th Street to be recycled, along with the small electronics. Currently, we have 920 users for the recycling coach, so obviously, if more people sign up, more possibilities we're going to be able to use for the recycling coach app, but they come at an extra charge. For the report for the streets and roads, 84 tires were collected, 43 appliances were collected, 201 bulk furniture stops were collected, 221 street sweeping tickets were written, 199 electronic waste was received, 4,066 bags of loose leaves and grass clippings were collected. The Vactor is currently cleaning basins at all intersections of Mulberry Street. The road repair at 903 Barbara Terrace was complete. The road repair at 1222 Hands Bridge Road was complete. The sinkhole on Brandriff Avenue is complete. The sinkhole on Geisel is complete. The sinkhole on Shelburne Road is complete. The dead tree that fell across King Avenue was cut up and hauled away. The brush hog is currently headed to Laurel Lake. Potholes are being filled as we are made aware of them. And if anybody has any questions or concerns, please contact Streets and Roads, 856-825-7000, extension 7388. Also today, we had a meeting with the ACUA, went very well. I do want to thank Department Head Wayne Gressman, Business Administrator Joe Couchy, Brock Russell, and our recycling coordinator. Today was he had a vacation day, and we came in very dedicated to working with the city and doing the best you can. So our recycling coordinator came in on his day off to sit down with ACUA. It went very well, and hopefully we can have some more details in the upcoming meetings. So thank you all.
Thank you, Commissioner Watson. Commissioner Ranella?
Yeah, we'll share some highlights from the department. This past Friday, June 28th, we had the second of our 4 Fourth Fridays for the year. Really great turnout. A lot of vendors, live music, lots of activities for the children, just families having a great time. A lot of happy faces, and we're really hoping to see everyone at the next one that's taking place on Friday, July 26th. This week, the department will be completing our 5th pass of grass cutting through out parks and other public areas. Update on the paver project. We're winding up on the last few concrete areas. We hope to have the entire project completed in the next week or so. Upcoming events. 4th of July is this Thursday. Celebration will take place at Union Lake Park from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to have 2 live bands, vendors, food for sale, free fun activities for the kids. At 7 p.m., we're going to have the watermelon and pie eating contest that's going to take place. It's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, at 9 p.m., the main event, the fireworks. Right now, we have the Christmas in July discount program. It's running again this year. We're going to have 14 businesses that signed up with a discount. So stop by any of the participating businesses, make a purchase, and enter into the raffle. The program is going to take place for the entire month of July. Play Streets. I'm really excited about Play Streets. It starts on Wednesday, July 10th. It'll take place every Wednesday until August 14th. Play Streets is located on Pine Street between 2nd and 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's a great turnout. I don't care what side of town you're from. Join Play Streets, bring your children. They open up the fire hydrant at 1 p.m. The kids love to jump around in the water and get wet. Just bring the kids down. It's a great time. If you should have any questions on any of these events, please contact the Millville Recreation Department, 856-825-7000, extension 7394. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Ranello. Vice Mayor Sui.
Just touch on a couple engineering projects and where they're at. So we applied for DOT grant for Geisinger Avenue in the amount of $748,809. The reason we chose Geisinger Avenue is it's a pretty busy throughway from Broad Street, over to 49. The third clarifier project should be the authorization should be here on July 8th, the week of July 8th, to go out for bid. I don't want to hit all these because I'll be here for 2 hours.
What do you mean? It's nice and cool in here.
Yeah, the water utility. So Woodland Avenue, we've completed the final revisions to the specs and the trench details. That's being added to the plans, and we're waiting for the advertisement dates to be set. Pleasant Drive plans are in design for replacement of, this has to do with water. We're going to be paving the road later this year for 800 feet of 6-inch water pipe. And that will also include the replacement of the galvanized water services from Pearl Street to Chestnut Avenue. Four Seasons we received their revised plans for their master permit for the next phase of their project. The cost will be deducted from the project escrow for the review. As far as drainage goes, Public Works they're nearing the completion of the temporary stormwater basin under construction at the end of Airworks Street. There's several bases out there. This is going to double that capacity, and that's a temporary fix for the water that comes off the airport. CME is designing a dual infiltration basin at the intersection of Bogdan Boulevard and Peterson Street to handle the main problem of that coming out there. That's all I'll talk about for that. I want to address the water situation. So as many people know, Vineland had a water problem, and they had to go on emergency restrictions, and they were talking about shutting the hospital down and shutting part of the industrial park down. So if you're a business and you need water, come to Millville. But Millville is in no danger of that. Our guys work hard. These guys vote to pass bonds to upgrade our infrastructure all the time. So we have a lot of infrastructure that needs upgrading. That includes streets, drainage, water, sewer, and all that. We try to stay a step ahead so that allows for responsible development. 3 of us have been up here since the beginning and done that. So I'm hoping we can continue with that. And that's why, people ask me, well, how are you going to do all this without raising taxes? Well, part of that is when we sell off parcels in the industrial park. Okay, so you use that money for infrastructure and you use it for capital improvements, then you don't need to raise taxes to take care of those problems. Now, you may have to borrow temporarily because usually the money's not available till the next year. So to do that, we issue notes. We ask for bonds, we issue notes, and we can pay those notes off. That's the plan. So if you see us doing that, that's why. Hopefully some of that will come to fruition very soon. The end goal was to keep this city ready for not only us, but the next generation. At least me. These guys will probably still be here, and I'll be, I don't know, buried, dead, whatever. So we're in good shape with our water. There's no danger of that. And I don't know if you were going to touch on it or not. I didn't look at your notes. And in reference to that, we did sell a parcel of land on Friday to Agriterra. So they will be building a factory for, I think, sauce, right? Right. They're gonna make-
Toppings.
What's that?
Toppings.
Toppings, so pizza toppings, that's right, pizza toppings. So that construction is due to start next year. Another rateable for the city. Little income for the city now. The land will start being taxed right away. So that's another plus for us. So that all helps. So, I appreciate, Joe Couchy is now working as economic developer in development in addition to the administrative post. So he's been a big help there. Ray's hard work is paying off. Some of our hard work that we put time into this stuff is paying off. Are you going to talk about Livoni?
Yes.
Okay, he's going to talk about Livoni, so I'll leave that one on him. So that's all I have for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. And leading up to what he was just saying, we had a very good conversation talking about Agera and many things that are happening in the near and dear future to all our residents here in the city of Millville. There's a lot of promising things. He just touched up of a few roads that are being paved. I know Pleasant Drive is a main concern. Commissioner Hewlett, you'll hear of the main concern as soon as that gets paved of the even increasing speeding traffic on Pleasant Drive.
Sure.
If not already. Zoning Board will meet tomorrow, July 3rd. I'm bad at writing dates. I write dates constantly for my day job, and I still write 06 instead of 07. Zoning Board will be tomorrow, July 3rd at 6 p.m. Planning Board will be at 6:30 on July 8th. That is a Monday. We had a resignation of our solicitor for the Zoning Board, Miss Beth White. She is moving on to greater establishments in law, office, and practice. We appreciate all her hard work and due diligence, and we look forward to the next Zoning and Planning Board solicitor that we will have. As Vice Mayor just briefly touched on, we had a ribbon cutting on June 21st at our brand new building here in the Millville Industrial Park of Livoni Meats. This is their first United States production facility located here in Millville in our Millville Industrial Park. It is momentous. They're going to continue to grow. I understand people don't like me that they start off small, but okay, most businesses start off small and then they grow. That's how they're going to gain traction. They're going to make a lot of excellent, high-quality meats I hope to see their packaging that says, produced in Italy and packaged in Millville. We have some companies that have make hot sauce here in Millville for a long time, and they still say packaged in Sea Isle. So I'm very proud. Bill Horn made an excellent promotional video of the Livoni ribbon cutting. It was hot. I bared a suit to be representative of the city and welcoming from the day they got here to many years ahead. It was very hot, very, very hot on Friday. Bill's video was excellent. You can see that on our brand new site that him and Art C work together of Visit Millville website. I just would like to thank Bill for all your hard work that you do and continuing progress with us evolving the city moving further on. We also have a brand new commercial to compete with our neighbors in Vineland, even though Vice Mayor said, come to Millville for business. We have all the space in our industrial park in the west side speaking. But we do love our neighbors in Vineland. We work hand in hand. I talk to Mayor Finucci frequently throughout the weeks, and they are our neighbors. But we do have a new promotional commercial that hopefully you'll be seeing very shortly if it's not up on any of our websites yet. But that's something, we're always evolving in the technology space here in the city of Millville. As Commissioner Rennell has said, 4th of July City Hall is closed that day. I will see you all out there at Millville's hometown 4th of July celebration. Ordinances and any other readings, Madam Clerk.
All right, so we do not have any ordinances this evening.
Consent agenda item, please.
Okay, all matters listed under the consent agenda are considered to be routine and non-controversial by the Board of Commissioners and will be approved by one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless the governing body member so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda. Item 1 is a resolution authorizing the cancellation of expired grant balances. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing adjustments to the tax and utility records. Item 3 is a resolution authorizing water sewer termination on July 29, 2024, due to failure to comply with the utility ordinance pursuant to Section 56-18 of the Municipal Code.
Make a motion to approve all consent agenda items.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve all consent agenda items. Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Rennello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Resolutions.
Okay, item 1, I just need a motion to remove resolution authorizing the advertisement of public sale through a contracted government online auction service with Gov Deals from Monday, June 24th, 2024 through Monday, July 8th, 2024 from the table.
Make a motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second to remove it from tabling. Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Rennello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Motion carries. And so this is the resolution authorizing the advertisement of a public sale through a contracted government online auction service with Gov Deals at www.govdeals.com from Thursday, July 11, 2024 through Thursday, July 18, 2024.
Make a motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second for the advertisement public sale for Gov Deals online auction of all of our unused junk. Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Rennello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 2 is a resolution authorizing a construction agreement through a non-fair and open process with Casey Quality Construction LLC at 37 Eddy Drive, Millville, New Jersey, in an amount not to exceed $19,192.50.
Make a motion, and I have certification funds from Susan Quinones in the amount of $19,192.50.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution item number 2. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Rennello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 3 is a resolution appointing William Stadnick III as the Municipal Emergency Management Coordinator, Michael C. Lippincott, John Wetstein, and Sherman R. Taylor as Deputy Emergency Management Coordinators, and Melvin Kelly, John Redden Jr., and John Feltis as volunteer staff members.
Make a motion.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution item number 3. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 4 is a resolution approving settlement of pending action of Brennan Brothers LLC versus City of Millville, docket number CUM L000648-23 in the amount of $100,000.
Move the resolution. I have certification in the amount of $100,000 signed by the CFO, Susan Quinones.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution number 4. Any comments? Roll call.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 5 is a resolution authorizing the planning board to undertake a preliminary investigation to determine whether all or a portion of Block 124, lots 16.04, 16.05, and 16.06, and proposed future Lot 16.08, and Block 141, Lot 1, constitute a non-condemnation area in need of redevelopment pursuant to the local redevelopment and housing law, NJSA 40A:12A-1, et sec.
Make a motion?
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution item number 5. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 6 is a resolution approving First Amendment to contract with Vervel LLC, Vervel, for additional IT services for police department servers and migration upgrades in the amount of $96,981.97 for a new not-to-exceed total of $272,010.37.
Make motion. With that, I have certification of funds in the amount of $96,891.97, signed by our Chief Financial Officer, Susan Quinones.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution item number 6. Any comments?
Yes, this is a long-needed, we had a meeting about this, is a long-needed upgrade to the police IT structure. They have been lagging behind for years, and it must be done.
Yes, I agree. This is a well-needed and upgrade for our police department to execute efficient operations. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Item 7 is a resolution authorizing the city to enter into a contract purchase order with Edmunds GovTech for 2024 software maintenance in an amount not to exceed $44,404.39.
Move the resolution, and I have certification of funds in the amount of $44,404.39, signed by the CFO, Susan Quinones.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second on resolution item number 7. Any comments?
Yes, this is for licensing for various software used by almost every department in the city.
Excellent. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Hewitt?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Sui?
Yes.
Commissioner Watson?
Yes.
Commissioner Vanello?
Yes.
Mayor Romanek?
Yes.
Okay, motion carries.
New business?
We have none, Mayor.
We have now reached the public comment portion of our meeting. Anyone who would like to address the commission, please go to the podium, state your name, address, your concerns. Please limit your comments to approximately 5 minutes. Thank you.
Hi, Cindy Cook, Val Lane, Millville, New Jersey. I just wanted to point something out to the commissioners and to all of Cumberland County. Recently, on June 21st, there was a graduation at Paris Island of the new recruits that had gone through the 54-hour crucible training. We made history. They actually said it at the graduation. It was the first time in Paris Island history that 2 recruits from the same county got top honors. One of them was our own 2023 graduate from Millville High School, Kimura Batista Rodriguez. She got the most physically fit recruit out of almost 360 other individuals that graduated on that day. And I think it's well deserved that she got some recognition for that. The other girl, I cannot even pronounce her name, is from Bridgeton, and she got a top honor too. But for Cumberland County to have 2 They even said at the graduation ceremony that that was a first for any graduation, for two people to come from the same county. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy Cook. And Paris Island represents the United States Marine Corps basic training on the East Coast.
Good evening, Tamara Davis, Millville. I'm here to discuss two things, and both are, I think, at this point related. First thing is regulation of parking, which includes the painting, and not only, but just regular ticketing, and then the bulk pickup. All right, I'm going to break them down one by one. First off, the city government, okay, has been very unresponsive to maintaining and regulating parking. When residents ask when no parking zones will be painted so parking can be enforced, now mind you, I was told that in order for the parking to be enforced, areas had to be painted. So when I asked that, we received one answer that stated it was not the responsibility of the police department. Their response was just frustrating and unacceptable. My question at that time was clear, and I'm asking it again today. When will the yellow zones and parking markings be painted? I don't care who does it. All of you have all different departments, and all of you could work together to do this. And it does require all 5 departments, or all 5 of your departments to do this together. From engineering to streets and roads and to whoever else to get the people to do it. Okay? It does not matter what department is specifically responsible. What matters is that all departments work together, and this commission resolves the issue for the safety and for the residents, and possibly a good source of revenue. Markings are effective despite the fact that parking laws are clear, especially regarding the proximity to stop signs and crosswalks, near hydrants, and also includes parking on sidewalks and empty lots that do not have egresses. I have been watching the same little gray Volkswagen Passat park in the same area right within inches of a crosswalk on High Street, and that still to this day has not received a ticket. And the person that owns that car continuously does it because they don't receive a warning, a ticket, or anything like that. Now, if I pass that car every day, twice a day, 3 or 4 times a day, especially in the summertime because I'm a little more mobile in the summer, the police should be passing that car, or somebody should be giving a warning. I hate to disparage any businesses on High Street. I appreciate the fact that they are there, but the same cars park right next to the hydrant so they can get their hair cut. I don't care if you're in there for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, you should not be parking next to a hydrant at all. Nobody regulates it. And sometimes even leaving their car engine running, which could be a little unhealthy. The other thing it includes on that is parking on sidewalks, which in the area where I live, we have a lot of people coming from the high rises on their wheelchairs or just walking with walkers, and they have to often cross 47, which is not safe in some areas because there's cars blocking the sidewalk. And I'm not either they're parking directly on the sidewalk or they're in their driveway and they're overlapping onto the sidewalk. That's a danger, and it's not fair. And again, if I see this multiple times a day, police should see it too. Warnings are effective. They are. 1 ticket should work. It works with the street sweeper. Those sides of the streets get cleared twice a week on Pine Street because you know what? It takes 1 ticket and the residents don't do it again. Works for them. You have a car following. I don't understand why every once in a while you can go out and regulate the parking. The other thing is the bulk pickup. It's still not working. We're now going on to the 6th month. And I don't know if you're blind to it, you choose to be blind to it, and the data that you've read does not prove that every single piece of bulk waste is picked up. All right? I don't know if it's the residents. I don't care. I don't know if it's the landlords. I don't know if it's the renters that just simply don't care. But from 5th all the way down to High on Pine, every single block has at least 1 pile of household waste on the curb, including on the corner of High and Pine, 2 businesses, both of them have mattresses on either side of the street. Okay, now, whether they made it to the curb at one point, I don't know, but they're still sitting there, and it's been about a month. And probably none of those residents that live above those businesses probably even bothered to call. Neither did the landlord. All right? Now, I'm not sure if they have their own pickup or if they have city pickup, but it's still sitting there. So now it's the responsibility of a different department. Should be zoning, I assume. I think, so I don't know what it will take for this commission to realize that it's still a problem, especially the 4 of you that voted for it. All right? I think it works well when you have the bagged grass clippings being picked up, and usually the city vehicle follows the ACUA route. Maybe the bulk waste pickup should do the same thing every week or every day. I know it's time consuming, but it's not working. I see it. And I'm sure there's I'm just talking about what my particular neighborhood, but I'm sure it's all over the place. And I'm beginning to see more and more things being dumped in wooded areas. Now it's happening all the way over through New Jersey. I see that happening where my parents live in Sussex County. There's a lot of dumping going on in those woods too, so maybe it has something to do with the tipping fees. I don't know, but it is becoming a problem and it needs to be corrected. And the procedure that is in place right now for this city is not working. I'm waiting for bulk waste to be dumped into empty lots or burnt out houses. That's the next step. People will just come in, open their trunks, boom, whatever, trucks, and just leave it there. And then it's going to become even more of a safety hazard. So a couple weeks ago, I promise you I'm almost done. I know I'm probably reaching my 5 minutes. One of the speakers came up here, mentioned something about broken windows theory, which I believe to a certain point. This theory suggests that visible signs of disorder and neglect, such as broken windows, garbage, lack of parking regulation, can lead to increase in crime and antisocial behavior. This idea is that when minor issues are ignored, it creates an environment where more serious problems can flourish. In the context of our city, unregulated parking is a form of urban disorder that signals a lack of oversight and control. Lack of picking up bulk wastes just shows that possibly you don't care. And as long as it's not in your neighborhoods, you probably don't care. All right? If we don't address these smaller issues, it can lead to a breakdown in the social order and an increase into more safety concerns. And it can. All right, so frankly, many of you said when you were campaigning for the 4-year seat that you were going to prioritize the safety and the way the city looks and the problems in the city, and I just haven't seen it with these 2 simple issues. And one thing I want to be perfectly clear, I am not disparaging the police department in any way. They have been very good any time I've called. Okay, but it is something simple a community is asking them to do. Something that is not beyond their jobs, not beyond their capabilities. And the same goes to the trash. I am not asking you to go above and beyond what has been regulated, but it is not working. And it's not going to improve. I'm paying a lot of money, $240 right now, and I'm seeing nothing for it. Nothing. Except for me washing my own recycling, so the recycling gets picked up and it doesn't become another tipping fee. So thank you for your time. If you have any questions, I'll talk to you after the meeting.
Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Carol Costabone, Millville, New Jersey, Newcomb Town Road. I promise I did not have coffee with Mrs. Davis, but I am going to piggyback on what she just said. I'm a little concerned.
She took 9 minutes, and I let her speak because I get a
I will
great
not take
obligation.
9. I won't
just-
even take 5, Commissioner
letting you know,
Mayor
I let her-
Romanek. Promise. Okay. Mayor Romanek, I am a little concerned about the 5th floor. We have just lost several key, valuable people in that department. I notice that there is 2 postings. For a housing inspector, the requirements are needed for one, and the other one is an inspector as a trainee. Anyone who has managed personnel departments areas knows it takes several months for even a seasoned, experienced employee to get acclimated to the job. And let alone an inexperienced one, it's going to take at least a year to go through the full cycle of what that department does before they become experienced.
Ms. Costerman, may I please?
Yes.
Both positions will be starting on Monday, the 8th.
Awesome sauce. I'm so glad to hear that, because we need it up there. Because that 5th floor is in big trouble. We have an inexperienced business manager who relied on the employees who have left for his answers. It was those employees that left that created a very workable condition with a system. Let's go start here, let's finish there. So, with that said, our police department, our fire department, our EMT services are the backbone of our community. But it's the 5th floor that will play a significant role in helping our town grow. There's 12,000 housing units in Millville, and there's 11,887 occupied housing units in Millville. That's 66% owner occupied. There is 34% have renters living in them, and we only have 2 housing inspectors along with 1 part-time code enforcer. That's not enough personnel to cover the basic inspections of a third of these dwellings annually. Now add the other problem that arises with these dwellings. A large portion of these landlords do not live here, and they don't know if the neighbors have moved out and threw their trash, because guess what? They don't care. They don't live here. They don't care what our city looks like. And they don't even bother showing up for court when we do find them. So in order to Millville to continue to grow and move forward, we do need more businesses. We don't need more business managers. We already have supervisors who can oversee our city's needs. We need to get more proactive with the money this city does receive, allocate where it would be most effective and productive, use common sense when spending taxpayers' dollars. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Costerman.
Oops. Okay, those are tough acts to follow. My name is Bill Horn. I live at 19 East Main Street. If you look out that window, you can see my apartment. Yesterday, we launched the Visit Millville, New Jersey website. The URL is visitmillvillenewjersey.com, and I really encourage people to take a look at it, because as we know, every city has its problems. Millville's no exception. But the one thing in our catchphrase is there's more to Millville. As I've been doing this website and traveling around the city and photographing all the things and going to events, we are amazed at how many good things there are in Millville. And we want the world to know about it. So this website is a work in progress. We promise it's going to keep growing. We're going to keep adding. We've got over 70 events listed at this point. We're going to keep adding. We're going to put Fourth Fridays on there tonight or tomorrow. But I want to thank you for supporting this. Your support has made this work. Marianne Lodge from Glasstown Art Center giving us permission to use an existing website saved a lot of money and time, and I think we're heading in the right direction with this. So just thank you.
Thank you, Bill. We appreciate all your hard work. Seeing nobody else, I will close public comment portion of the agenda. Closing comment of commissioners. Commissioner Hewitt.
Yes, everybody, have a great 4th of July. See you at the fireworks. Probably I'll throw a pitch in because we have something to do with it. County Fairs next week also. So we'll have our support out there supporting that for the fireworks and the demolition derby. And folks, let's not forget the dedication on Monday out front of City Hall here for High Street and Smith Street. Again, 1 o'clock Monday afternoon. Other than that, have a great holiday. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Hewitt. Commissioner Watson.
Yeah, just to touch on some of the topics that was discussed today during discussion. For the paint on High Street, Commissioner Ranello and I spoke, We talked to both of our departments. Streets and Roads already purchased the paint. It was scheduled to begin next week or the following. But because of the meeting we had today with ACUA, other things might take priority over top of that. With the meeting that was in ACUA, I would like to get full detail and clarification and make sure everything went well today to, make any kind of announcement. But like I said, it went well. Obviously, we know the bulk waste is a problem. It's something that we're always considering. We want our streets to be clean, but we can't help who puts out there and how they put it out there or how long it gets out there if they don't call in and follow the procedures we have in place. We've discussed this a couple times already in these meetings about what to do, and the changes to make, and it's part of the discussion we had today. So that's all I really have, and happy 4th of July.
Thank you, Commissioner Watson. Commissioner Ranella.
I just want to echo, we do have a lot of great events coming up. I know I brought up some of them. Mayor Romanek, as well as Commissioner Hewitt, brought up other events that are taking place that we would really like the public to participate in. Public participation is really important. Be a part of your community. Can't say that there's nothing going on because there's always something going on here. So we just hope we see the public at these events, these special events that are taking place. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Ranella. Vice Mayor Sui.
Yes, also to inform you guys, I spoke with Sal Goya today, Joya, as he would say. Their sewer department is also willing to work with you guys to either do a run through the city for the trash. We decide to do that for the bulk, and also to paint lines. I spoke to the CFO. There is money that we can move around that could be accomplished on overtime so that it doesn't interfere with our normal operations. So if you guys need to do that, we'll speak to the CFO about moving that stuff around. You did bring up a couple other points, Ms. Davis. One is a problem with the court. If people don't show up, nothing happens to them. They don't issue bench warrants. Nothing happens. You can write tickets. They don't show up, and nothing happens. And that's a reflection of our state government and how the courts are run. It's not a reflection of us. We don't like it. I don't like it. A lot of times, the people are getting frustrated. They write tickets, and to what end? Go to court. The only people that seem to really care are the people that care. They'll pay their ticket if they get one. But pardon my French, but the scumbags that don't care, they just don't care. We see it all the time that we're making rules and enforcing rules not on criminals, but on the tax abiding or tax paying and law abiding citizens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You look at the fine for the gas stations that put the gas in the ATV. So we're going to penalize businesses for selling gas, but we can't do anything to the criminals. And now the criminals are so bold that they just fill up their own gas tank. So it's a mess, and it's not just here, and I understand people's frustrations, but start looking at higher levels that are making the rules that are affecting us as well. I'm not saying none of it's our fault. The lines should be painted, the bulk waste should be picked up. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Bill, I want to thank you guys. You did a wonderful job on both the commercial and on the website, working in conjunction with Sam Cruz with the website stuff and coordinating that between you guys. It's been phenomenal, so I really appreciate that. I know you're going to touch on some of the personnel changes on your floor, but I want you to realize too that 2 of our inspectors left for a substantial pay raise at the state level. We cannot compete with that money. We can't. It's not feasible right now. Hopefully eventually we can, but we can't. One of our other people left for Vineland for another substantial pay raise. We have an experienced person coming in from another town. She'll be there shortly. So these positions are being filled, and we can fill them with experienced people. Inspecting a house is inspecting a house. Once you learn where the streets are and where the houses are, and that's not hard with GPS and everything else. They use the same software in other towns as we use. Makes the transition much easier. The last thing I want to touch on is the homeless. So I'm sure some of you have seen the recent Supreme Court decision saying you can move them. You don't have to leave them in their encampments. So I don't know how that's going to play out in New Jersey. I guess we'll figure that out. We know we have a problem. You know we have a problem. We have people that want to help them. We have people that want to move them. We have people that feed them. We have people that don't want them fed. So it's a pretty big mess for everybody to handle, and a mess for us as well. You know, they kind of make a mess wherever they go too. So some of them want help, some of them don't want help. Some of them are mentally ill and there's no place to put them. So I've had some discussions with some groups about that, and we need to have some more and figure something out that works. It's a problem that nobody seems to be able to fix. So I don't know, maybe we can get a committee together or something to try to solve this problem, or at least lessen it. And with that, progress.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. As Commissioner Reynolds says, yes, we have many good events happening, and Commissioner Hewitt has said as well. Officer Reeves lost his life tragically many, many years ago. I was just a young boy. I was in middle school when that happened. I'm proud to be Millville's youngest mayor ever. But that will be a great event. We're not renaming the street. I believe it'll just be like a sign on top of the street sign.
Correct.
I know that the invites got sent out to county and statewide, so hopefully we have a good representation from everybody, and including the public of Millville, to remember him and honor him in his name. And as well as you said, Commissioner Hewitt, of the Cumberland County Fair that is happening next week, July 10th is opening ceremonies at 5 p.m. at the Cumberland County Fair. Bill, I said prior, but I thank you for all that you do to the city and helping improving the city. Ms. Casabun, I disagree with you 100%. We do need management in City Hall. What we lacked in City Hall in years past was no management. Employees did not listen. They did what employees wanted to do. Without management, they didn't know what to do. I had my previous housing inspectors and inspectors making their own lunches on when to go and where to go, and especially their own routes on when to go and where to go. Multiple, for instances, they would overlap because they had no management. Now we have management, and Sean Fryle is doing an excellent job in coordination with our full-time business manager, Joseph Kalchi. Them together, and as well as all the other departments, work hand in hand and well as best they can together. If not, we learn about it, and we as commissioners take care of it within each one of our own departments. Not everybody will get together and like each other. I understand that. That's human nature. But we absolutely, as a governing body, we need managers. Supervisors as well. We have supervisors that are great. And I'll leave that as that. But I truly do appreciate everyone that comes out here. I apologize. We are in an old building. AC is not working, if you can't tell. It's not that bad. As I said when we went to Commissioner Hewitt, it wasn't as bad when the very first summertime meeting we had in here. I think it was 91 inside. I think it's 86 right now, maybe a little bit warmer. But I appreciate all the concerns. I listened to all the public concerns. This bulk pickup is ever evolving. I hear it from all angles. I understand citizens that live in tightly knit communities that see it. You know, maybe they, not them, but their neighbors are nearby neighbors. I don't have nearby neighbors, and I haven't seen any of my neighbors put out bulk pickup yet. But we all pay for it. I know people that don't pay for it. There's so many avenues with this bulk pickup. We're learning and making those decisions as best we can, and we'll continue to evolve the bulk pickup and how it progresses to suit the city as best as it can, with what laws we have to follow. Other than that, I hope everybody does have a safe, enjoyable 4th of July coming up on Thursday. Please stay hydrated. The temperature is increasing, ever swelling throughout the rest of the week. Have fun, be safe with your families wherever you go. I hope to see each and every one of you at the Millville's hometown 4th of July celebration starting at 6 p.m. on 4th of July till 9 a.m. with fireworks. Thank you.